Imagine biting into a golden, fluffy sponge cake with a creamy, sweet center that melts in your mouth. That irresistible treat you're picturing is none other than the legendary Twinkie, a snack that has stood the test of time, capturing hearts and taste buds across America for over 9 decades. Loved by kids, adored by adults, and immortalized in pop culture, Twinkies are more than just a snack, they're a piece of American history. But have you ever wondered how these little golden cakes came to be? What makes them so iconic? And how are millions of them produced to satisfy cravings all across the country? Today we're diving deep into the fascinating story of Twinkies, from their humble beginnings to their modern-day production process inside high-tech factories. So grab a seat and a snack because this is going to be one sweet journey. The story of Twinkies begins way back in 1930, during a time when the world looked very different. A creative baker named James Alexander Dewar, working for the Continental Baking Company in Schiller Park, Illinois, had an idea that would change the snack world forever. At the time, the company was making strawberry shortcakes, but the machines used for those cakes sat idle during the off-season when strawberries weren't available. Dewar saw an opportunity and decided to create a small, portable sponge cake filled with cream to make use of that equipment year-round. His first version was filled with a luscious banana cream, and thus the Twinkie was born. But where did the name come from? Believe it or not, it was inspired by a billboard for twinkle toe shoes. Dewar thought it sounded catchy, dropped the toe, and the name Twinkie stuck. As delicious as the original banana cream version was, history soon had other plans. During World War II, bananas were rationed, making it difficult to maintain the original recipe. Instead of discontinuing the snack, the company made a bold move and switched the filling to vanilla cream. To everyone's surprise, this change became a hit and remains the standard filling to this day. That one adaptation may have saved Twinkies from disappearing altogether and helped cement their place in American snack culture. By the 1950s and 1960s, Twinkies weren't just a snack, they were an American household staple. Aggressive marketing campaigns positioned them as the ultimate lunchbox treat, perfect for kids and adults alike. Television commercials featuring Hostess, the brand behind Twinkies, became a part of pop culture, showcasing cheerful families and promising fresh, wholesome goodness in every bite. It wasn't just marketing magic. Twinkies truly became a symbol of convenience and indulgence during an era when prepackaged snacks were taking over American kitchens. Then came the 1980s and 1990s, and with them Twinkies reached legendary status. They appeared in countless movies, TV shows, and even courtroom drama. Remember the infamous Twinkie defense during Dan White's trial? That single phrase turned the snack into a cultural reference point overnight. Despite rising health-conscious trends in the 2000s, Twinkies didn't lose their charm. People still craved that soft sponge and creamy filling, proving that some indulgences never go out of style. But in 2012, fans were hit with shocking news. Hostess Brands, the company behind Twinkies, filed for bankruptcy due to high labor costs and soaring ingredient prices. Production was halted and Twinkies vanished from store shelves. It was chaos. People were panic buying boxes of Twinkies and resale prices skyrocketed online. For a moment, it seemed like the end of an era. But America wasn't ready to let go of its beloved golden snack. In 2013, under new ownership, Twinkies made a triumphant comeback, stronger than ever. The brand even went public in 2016, rolling out new flavors like chocolate, strawberry, and seasonal specialties, keeping the magic alive for a new generation of snack lovers. So how are Twinkies made today? Modern factories have turned what was once a simple baking process into a highly automated, fascinating production line that churns out thousands of cakes per hour. It all starts with the batter, the heart of every Twinkie. Inside enormous stainless steel mixing tanks, flour and sugar blend together with eggs for richness, water for consistency, and just the right amount of shortening to give the cakes that melt in your mouth texture. The mixing process is precise because consistency is key. Every single Twinkie needs to have the same light, airy structure that fans expect. Once the batter is ready, it's time for the magic to happen. The thick, golden mixture is pumped through pressurized tubes and portioned into specially designed oblong molds. Here's a fun secret. Twinkies are actually baked upside down. Those little ridges on the bottom? They're a telltale sign of this quirky production method. The pans, now filled with batter, enter gigantic tunnel ovens where they bake to perfection. The heat transforms the liquid batter into soft sponge cakes, developing that signature golden brown exterior while keeping the inside fluffy and moist. Timing and temperature are everything here. Too much heat and the cakes dry out, too little and they collapse. After baking, the cakes are flipped right side up and cooled to the perfect temperature before the next step, filling. This is where Twinkies get their creamy soul. Each cake is injected with 3 streams of smooth vanilla cream using precision nozzles. The filling process is fast but carefully controlled to ensure every bite has the perfect balance of cake and cream. Quality control checks are constant at this stage, with workers and machines ensuring there are no defects, leaks, or inconsistencies. Once filled, Twinkies move down the conveyor belts toward wrapping machines that package each one in airtight plastic, sealing in freshness. The packaging isn't just about presentation. It's designed to keep the cake soft and moist for weeks without refrigeration. Finally, the wrapped Twinkies are boxed, labeled, and shipped to stores nationwide, ready to delight millions of snack lovers every day. What's truly fascinating about Twinkies is that they've managed to remain relevant despite all the changes in America's eating habits. From their invention in 1930 to surviving wartime shortages, from starring in pop culture moments to enduring bankruptcy and making a legendary comeback, Twinkies are more than a snack, they're an American icon. Today, new flavors and creative recipes keep the excitement alive, but the classic golden sponge with creamy vanilla filling will always hold a special place in our hearts. Ever wondered what goes into making America's most iconic snack cake? You know the one, soft, golden, and hiding that creamy surprise inside. Yes, we're talking about the legendary Twinkie. This little treat has been a part of American culture for nearly a century, and its production process is just as fascinating as the taste itself. But before we dive into the secrets behind how Twinkies are made, here's a fun question for you. What was the limited edition flavor of Twinkies released for Christmas? Was it A, chocolate, or B, peppermint? Stick around because we'll reveal the answer at the end of this video, and trust me, you'll be surprised. The journey of a Twinkie begins with the cake batter, and it all starts in a massive mixing station inside the Hostess factory. Imagine huge stainless steel vats filled with a smooth, creamy batter made from flour, sugar, eggs, and a little magic. Well, not magic exactly, but when you see these machines whip that batter at lightning speed, it sure feels like it. The batter needs to be perfectly balanced for that soft, spongy texture we all know and love. Once mixed to perfection, it flows into long, automated piping systems that deposit it into those familiar oblong molds. These molds are lined up on conveyor belts like little soldiers, ready for their transformation into golden cakes. Each mold receives just the right amount of batter, and timing is everything here. A little too much and the Twinkie will overflow. Too little and it won't puff up the way it should. From there, the molds move into the massive ovens where the heat works its magic. As they bake, the factory fills with the irresistible aroma of warm sponge cake, a smell that would make anyone's mouth water. After about 10 minutes inside these industrial ovens, the cakes emerge perfectly golden, soft, and slightly springy to the touch. It's a beautiful sight, and this is where the real fun begins. Now comes the part that makes a Twinkie truly special, the creamy filling. The cakes are cooled just enough so they won't melt the filling, and then they head to the filling stations. Picture this, a row of sharp, stainless steel injectors positioned like little robotic arms. Each Twinkie glides under these injectors, and with a quick motion, 3 tiny holes are pierced into the bottom of the cake. These holes are the gateways to creamy heaven. A burst of pressure sends sweet vanilla filling straight into the core of the Twinkie. This isn't just a tiny squirt, it's a carefully measured shot of creamy goodness that ensures every bite has that signature smooth texture. While vanilla is the king of Twinkie fillings, Hostess has never been afraid to experiment. Over the years, fans have seen chocolate, banana, strawberry, and even pumpkin spice fillings make appearances as limited-time flavors. It's this variety that keeps Twinkies exciting for generations of snack lovers. Once the cakes are loaded with filling, they need a moment to rest. They travel down the conveyor belts, cooling as they go, allowing the filling to set just right. Then, something interesting happens. They flip. Yes, the cakes are flipped so that their golden side faces up, ready to meet the world looking its best. Every single Twinkie you see in the store goes through this exact process, and the precision is mind-blowing. No human hands ever touch these cakes. It's all done by state-of-the-art machines, ensuring the highest standards of hygiene and consistency. Next stop, the packaging station. Here, the Twinkies are automatically wrapped in a tight layer of protective plastic. These machines work so fast you can barely see the motion. Within seconds, individual cakes are sealed, labeled, and grouped into their iconic yellow boxes. From there, they're packed into larger cartons and shipped to grocery stores, convenience shops, and vending machines all across the country. And when they hit those shelves, they don't stay there for long. Twinkies have a loyal fan base that spans generations, and even after all these years, they remain one of America's favorite snacks. Speaking of loyalty, Twinkies are more than just a snack. They're a piece of pop culture. They've appeared in countless movies, from Ghostbusters to Zombieland, and even survived the infamous end-of-the-world jokes about their long shelf life. While the myth that Twinkies last forever isn't true, they actually last about 45 days, their popularity certainly seems eternal. And if you've ever tried one fresh from a store, you know why. That soft sponge combined with sweet, creamy filling is simple, nostalgic, and downright addictive. But what if you want to take your Twinkie experience to the next level? Hostess has a cookbook called Cooking with Twinkies, and it's packed with creative recipes that turn this snack cake into a gourmet treat. One of the most famous variations is the deep-fried Twinkie, a carnival favorite. To make one, you freeze your Twinkies for a couple of hours, dip them in a batter made from flour, baking powder, eggs, and milk, then fry them until they're golden brown. Sprinkle with powdered sugar, and you've got a warm, gooey, decadent dessert that's pure indulgence. Another fun idea? Twinkie sushi. Yep, you heard that right. Slice Twinkies in half, wrap them in colorful fruit roll-ups, and top with gummy candies. It's a playful twist that's perfect for kids' parties or anyone who loves experimenting with food. Now, remember that quiz from the start of this video? What was the limited edition flavor of Twinkies released for Christmas? Was it chocolate or peppermint? If you guessed peppermint, you're absolutely right. Peppermint-flavored Twinkies were introduced as a special holiday treat, capturing the cool, refreshing essence of the season while still delivering that classic Twinkie sweetness. These festive cakes were a hit among fans, adding a little holiday magic to snack time. Before we wrap things up, here's something you might not know. Hostess isn't just about making delicious snacks, they're also committed to sustainability. The company uses recyclable packaging materials, implements energy-saving measures in its factories, and partners with suppliers who share their commitment to environmentally friendly practices. They're working to reduce waste, conserve water, and improve energy efficiency, proving that even in the world of snack cakes, sustainability matters. So, the next time you bite into a Twinkie, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that little cake has taken, from a bowl of batter to an American icon. It's not just a snack, it's a piece of history, a symbol of comfort, and a reminder that sometimes the simplest things bring the most joy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Twinkies, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow snack lovers. We've got plenty more fascinating stories coming your way about how your favorite foods are made, so stay tuned. And now go